Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to The Dish. I'm your host, Anna Christina. Thanks so much for tuning in. All right, we heard from you, and you want to see us back in the kitchen, so I've invited my friend Wayne. He's giving away his top recipe, so stick around for that. We're also showing you how you can customize your very own furniture. It's all coming up right here on The Dish. Y'all, I am so excited for these next couple segments. I've invited my friend Wayne Kitchens. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, so pumped for this. Guys, just to give you a little bit of background on our story, I met Wayne recently, or a couple weeks ago. I shared that I was on a mission trip in Boston. This is where I got to meet him, and we're all sitting at dinner kind of chatting, introducing ourselves, and our good friend Margie was saying, oh, well, Anna has a show, The Dish, and
yep.
Did you know, Anna, that Wayne is a fabulous cook? He loves to be in the kitchen, and I said, well, perfect match. You need to come on my show, so I'm incredibly honored that you're here.
Well, I'm honored to be here, and I thought you were kidding, but here I am.
Yes, I'm so excited. And so they were talking to me about some of your top recipes, and you're actually giving away your top recipe to all the viewers, right?
It's probably the one I've been making longer than anything.
Okay, so tell us about it.
All right, it's a chocolate cheesecake. And I'll go through ingredients, try not to make it too boring. And
you're not boring. What?
Well, and stuff. So, and we're gonna show you how to do it, and we're gonna start here with the crust.
Okay.
And what I've done is kind of prepared. I've got a springform pan that I've put clamped parchment paper in the bottom so that you can get the cheesecake out earlier, more easily.
Okay. So you mean flipping it over and kind of
that is
shaking
correct.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Good
what I've
little
done,
trick there.
I've got a box of chocolate Teddy Grahams to make the crust, and you grind them up. And I just like to say that no real bears were harmed in making of this crust, just chocolate ones.
Thankfully,
yes,
thank you.
So I melt the butter in the microwave, a whole stick of butter, and add basically a whole box of Teddy Grahams to it. And just stir it up, and a little bit of sugar, maybe more or less 1/8 of a cup, and that gives it stuff. So I mostly have done this. And what you want to do is you press it into the pan, and it will stick along the side.
So you do add extra oil, right? What do you add to the pan?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, right. I spray it with a non-stick pan, a non-stick spray.
Okay.
And so that also makes it come out. So when you de-spring the pan, it'll come right out.
Okay.
So,
sounds good.
And
you just kind of mash it around.
Kind of mash it around, and if you take like a regular serving spoon, and it will stick against the sides, and that will give us our crust. And
it smells so good. I just want to take a bite of that.
Well, yeah, you have extra cookies, and it's
you
always
eat while you make.
a little bit.
While you make.
Yeah, it's not so
so
it's really easy. It takes just a minute or two.
Okay.
And that is basically it for this part of it. And
so it's pretty simple. So again, the Teddy Grahams, add a whole box to that.
Pretty much, yeah.
A stick of butter.
A stick of butter.
Okay. And you warm that up, melt it, add that in.
Yeah, just use the bowl, melt the butter in the same bowl, and then just add the cookies and the sugar to it.
Okay.
And then stir it up.
So it's pretty simple. So we're making it easy for people at home to do this.
Yeah.
And you said it doesn't take long. Kind of said, obviously you have to put the spray inside the spring pan so that it does come out a little bit easier.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, and any particular, is this fine to use just any type of Pam or spray oil?
Correct, yeah. I wouldn't use, they make an olive oil, and I don't think that would work and stuff. And I wouldn't use WD-40.
No, definitely not, right? I don't think that would taste good either.
No, it wouldn't probably. But it'd probably come out really easily, though.
But none of that, right?
That's correct, yeah.
And so an interesting question. I don't know if you've ever played with any of the crust. Can you add different types of flavors to it if you want?
I make many other different kinds of cheesecakes, and a lot of them I use other different kinds of cookies, like Lorna Doones, and grind up walnuts in it.
Walnuts, Oreos. You name it.
Never done it with Oreos.
Right
One thing I almost never use though is graham crackers.
Graham crackers.
I have actually used animal cookies when I didn't have anything else on the thing. It will work.
I like that.
Yeah, and but I've never used. It just gives a different flavor, and you can add a little bit of cinnamon to it if you want to. And there's no exact amount
right or wrong way. Well, I guess there is a wrong way to do it.
Yeah, you
right?
could. Yeah, you could stuff. So.
But in terms of flavoring, I don't think you could go wrong.
No, not really. So but here you're making this is. There's nothing remotely healthy about this. There is some There's calcium.
So healthy.
There's calcium in the cream cheese.
Oh,
You can
okay.
go with that.
There you go.
So, but you're making a decadent dessert, so you're not really worried
We're
about.
not worried about that, right?
Correct. You're not worried about the low-fat cream cheese or the
Okay.
cookies or the sugar or stuff like
We're
that.
going for taste.
That is correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a small slice. It's very rich and stuff like that. So
Well,
use real
awesome.
butter.
And when we come back, we're going to show you the second part, actually making the mix
Correct.
to go on top of the crust. But get this, he is sharing this recipe online, thedishon6.com, so you can go there and make it at home, or you can invite him, Kitchens Catering. Kitchen, did I say that right? That's a tongue twister.
Close enough, yes.
Kitchen Catering. There you go. All right, we'll be right back, but don't go anywhere. We have more. To the dish, and if you missed our first segment, my friend Wayne Kitchen is joining me in the kitchen. He's from Kitchen Catering, also is, that's hard to
I
say
know.
sometimes. But I met him on a mission trip a couple of weeks ago with my church and heard that he was a fabulous cook, and so he's giving away his top recipe, his chocolate cheesecake. So we've already done the crust. We're moving in to the oh so good part, right?
We hope so.
Talk to us about what you're mixing over there.
All right, what I've already done here is I've gotten 3 things of 8-ounce things of cream cheese
Okay.
at room temperature. That's one of the main things. At least 3 to 4 hours. Get it out early
Okay.
so it beats up. And I've added a cup of sugar, a cup and a half of sugar to it, and you
Okay.
make it so it creamed up. You can see it's like. So what I want to do, and it's no particular, I want to add a little bit of vanilla. Just
Okay.
I don't, basically a tablespoon. I don't ever measure.
Okay.
And what we want to do is 6 tablespoons of dark cocoa. And I'll try to do this
yummy.
quickly here.
So
And
6 of those.
6 of those, that's correct. And
Gosh, that smells so good already.
yeah, no, it looks terrible right now, but, and I'm talking to you and I'm not counting, and 6 is my limit.
I think that it might be 6 or
This
5.
is the 6th one here. That is 6 right
If
there.
there's extra,
There
that's
we go.
okay.
So, all right. And
mixing all that up.
we got that going.
Okay.
And we're going to add 4 eggs to it.
Okay.
Basically one at a time, and let them beat up so they all get completely, mixed and type thing. So you don't want
Okay.
to dump all in. And
Make it a little more creamy.
That's correct.
And I think, of course, I already mentioned this, but the recipe is going to be on thedishon6.com. So exciting. He's giving it away so you can try this at home or just order it from him if you don't want to go through the trouble. But it seems fairly easy, something I think that I could do at home.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The main thing you've got to do, is almost the only thing imperative, is to have a springform pan.
Okay.
So I put in, I've added the eggs. There's only 6 ingredients in this part of it.
Okay.
And everything's done now. And so last thing I'm going to do is add and this is on the, which will be on the website, in the appropriate order. And we add a cup of sour cream, also at room temperature. The best thing in anything baking like this, it's always best at room temperature.
Okay.
We're going to add a whole cup of sour cream in it.
Okay.
Also at room temperature. And plus it mixes so much better too. So, and
Makes it easier to do
that is
that.
basically it. So, so what we're going to do now is drop the thing, turn the mixer off.
I'm going to fight over the bowl because I know the crew wants to put their finger in there and try it.
So what you want to do, because it does tend to stick, because you got the stand mixer, you want to scrape down the edges like this.
Okay.
And
make sure that it's all good. And
yeah, there it is.
Okay.
I can, people ask, can you do it in with a hand mixer? And you can, but this is far simpler because the thing is standing here.
Okay.
And they're not stand mixer, and you want to mix
having
this.
to control that and
Right,
control
yeah, and trying to hold it and stuff like that, and add the ingredients at the same time.
And
So
so
what we
once
wanna
we
do-
get that dumped in here,
That is correct.
Right?
So what we want to do, so just take the
then we're
beater
baking it.
there,
Okay.
and then kind of just beat it down, and it'll
Okay.
fall off like that. We're going to just put this over here,
Okay.
so it's out of the way, and then we're going to dump this in, and plus we're going to take the ladle once again and pour it in, and it's really dark and rich.
Okay.
And
That looks so yummy.
It is, and of course you would never. So it just takes a minute. Takes a minute or two. It's not hard to make when you got the appropriate stuff.
And so once you set it in there, do you put it directly into the oven?
That is correct. But what I want to do, what I always do is, well, thank you for saying that, 'cause I forgot, is I put it on a piece of aluminum foil.
Okay.
Because it's the butter in the crust sometimes will leak through,
Okay.
even through the parchment.
Oh, wow, okay.
And run out, so that keeps you from making a
mess.
glorified mess in the bottom
All right.
of your oven. And of course, you never want to taste the batter because you've got raw eggs in it.
Okay. But you break the rules here.
I have no idea what
So
you're talking
we're
about.
putting it in.
But I would seriously, I would never let a child.
Can I take out the final product?
Yes, I'm going to go put her in the oven, and she's going to see what it looks like. Then we'll talk about whipped cream and stuff.
Awesome. And while he's putting in the oven, I am revealing, look at this beautifulness. And this is the final product.
That is correct. And,
There you go.
it's homemade whipped cream. It's extremely simple to make. It's just, you need a mixer with a whip, and two cups of heavy whipping cream, a cup of powdered sugar,
Mix
and
it
some
together.
vanilla, and turn it on high.
Ready to
and
go.
And then a little bit of scraped chocolate on top, and you've got something very beautiful, and it's really pretty simple.
It is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sharing
Thanks
this. Appreciate
for
it.
having me in.
And don't forget, all of this will be on thedishon6.com, so you can find it there. Thank you so much, Wayne, for joining me. All right, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we are pairing this with a nice little beverage. We'll be right back.